My name is David, and this is Ianda Cibro Paracord Design. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the Para-morph Paracord bracelet. What you'll need for this is 3 strands of cord. You need 2 cords of about 8.5 to 9 feet long, and 1 cord of about 6 feet long. This will be a 4-strand core setup. I'm doing the side by side with one color from one side coming over. 2 cords that I have here are red. They're the lower strands, and then the other strand of cord is the upper strand. How I do this is basic over under and a loop. What you want to do when you do it, you want to basically get your cow's hitch strand in the center, but don't tighten it up. You want to take one end of both cord and go in the opposite direction. What I did here was instead of going through the buckle, I went through the cow's hitch for the red cord, for one cord to go right, and the black cord to go left, using the inner cords. Those ones pass through the cow's hitch, so that I have the black cord on top and the red cord on bottom. Alright, let's get into this tutorial. First, what you want to do, you want to take your red strand. You could use any color you want though. And you want to come over all 4 cords, and you want to come down to the left of cord 1, and you want to come right back up in between cords 2 and 3. You'll do the same for the other side, and you want to leave that on the same side as you're coming through from. Next, you do the same thing for the other side with the other red cord. You want to create the X right there in the center. Next, you want to take your center cord that came through, and you want to bring that over the X, and then you want to go below that, making sure your center cord, what I'm using here is Mach 1, and you want to come down between cords 2 and 3 and back out between cords 3 and 4 to the right side for the right cord. Then you want to do the same thing for the other, going the opposite way, down between cords 2 and 3 and out between 1 and 2. You want to hold off on that. Is that right? Oh, sorry. You want to come with the Mach 1 cord. You want to take that, and you want to go down on the right side of cord 4 and come up from the bottom between cords 3 and 4. Next, you want to take the black cord and you want to bring that up through the loop created by the Mach 1 cord, and you want to hold off on that for now. Then you want to do the same thing from the opposite side. You want to come down, you want to go under cord 1 and come up between cord 1 and 2. Doing the same thing, bringing the black cord underneath and out through the loop on the Mach 1 cord. Next, what you want to do, you want to tighten that up. You want to make sure your reds are tight. Then you want to close up the central cord. Then you want to do the same for the other side. Then you want to close that up. Next, what you want to do is bring the red cord that was used for the X, you want to bring that up, and that'll serve as the next step. This is where the word morph comes into play. This will happen for all three colors. Next, you want to take your cord that you looped over, then you want to bring that back through. If you get a look at it now, how it looks right now, what you want to do, I'll just basically call this the Mach 1 cord for now, as that's what it is. You could use any colors you want to set it up. You want to take both cords and you want to go down between cords 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That will end the pattern right there. Let me move on to the next step. As you can see right now, this is what the pattern will look like. Let's move on to the next step. Next, because the black is pointing up, you want to use those now as the cross cords. You want to repeat the process from there with those cords. You want to do the same thing. And you're going to do this for all three colors all the way down. You want to loop the cords over to the extreme left and the extreme right of cord 1 and cord 4. Then you want to bring the cord up underneath between cords 2 and 3 from the left and from the right. Next, you want to bring the red cords over and you want to repeat the process. You want to take them over, down through the center between cords 2 and 3, and back out between 3 and 4. Then do the same for the other side. Like I said, this is where the name morph comes into play. It's going to constantly change between all three cords. Next, at the point in the X, you want to take the red cord and you want to bring that underneath. Let me get the Mach 1 cord out of the way for the time being. You want to take the red cord and you want to come down on the right and the left of cords 1 and 4 and come up between cords 3 and 4 with the red cord. Then you want to bring your Mach 1 cord up through the loop created by the red cord, and you leave that off to the side. You want to repeat the process for the other one. Same thing. You want to come down under cord 1 and come up between cord 1 and 2. Then you want to go ahead and close up the design, tightening up your cross cord. And also the red cord. What? Wait. No, I didn't want to bring that through there. That was weird. Next, once you get the red cord all tightened up, you want to take those ends and you want to take them down between cords 3 and 4 and between cords 1 and 2. Same thing for the left side. And the same thing for the left, like I just said. After this one, I'll end the tutorial there. When you complete it, it'll look very interesting. It should be whatever your wrist size is, measure about a 1/2 inch more to when you do the pattern. Alright, and the last one. Because the... No, yep, that's right. Because the Mach 1 cord is facing up, that'll be your next cross strand. Same thing. Repeat the process, and let me zoom in for this one so you get a better look at it. That's a little too much. It looks like it just went right back out. Yeah. Leave a comment down below. Good job, Dave. For my lack of zoom control. Alright. Like I said, you have your cross cord. You want to take that over from the right to the left, down under cord 1 and 2, and right back up between cords 2 and 3. Next, always making sure, like when you do these, sometimes they may get crossed. So make sure they're coming from their respective sides with the black cord. You want to come over the X, and you want to go down after the point in the X where the cords will come over. Then do the same thing for the other side. Always coming out between cords 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 from each respective side. This is a very long tutorial. I apologize in advance as well. Alright, next, you continue on with the black cord. You want to come under the red cord, like I just did. And you want to, is that right? Come, is that right? Okay, let me do that over. Come down underneath and back up between cords 3 and 4, making sure the red cord comes through the loop from the black. That'll be the next set in the cords that continues over the top. Repeat the process on the left hand side as well. Underneath cord 1 and up between cords 1 and 2 to the left side of the X. And then you bring the red cord underneath, right back up. Alright, let's go ahead and tighten this up. Okay. After you tighten up the cords, like I said, always make sure the one that comes out the sides goes right back down through the side to the bottom. Off to the right and off to the left between cords 1 and 2. I'll give you a nice little look. When you pull it open, this is how it looks. And I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. Here's a look at each step, 1, 2, and 3. Colors always change, different leading cord. Next one in the set will repeat. It'll go from Mach 1, red and black, with the cross cords red, black, and Mach 1. Alright. Thank you for showing. My name is David. This is Ianda Cibro Paracord Design. Thank you, and have a nice day.